Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. We're playing Appletown, and this is after we fixed the traffic several episodes ago. We have continued to grow the city, so thanks for sticking with me. And pretty exciting stuff in store, as usual. And it's just amazing to look at how much we've developed this town of about 60,000, 58,000, something like that right now. And looking forward to being able to build an airport and that type of thing later on. Today, I believe that the best thing that we can do is to continue to enhance some of the areas that we have. So let's get started. Alright, like I said, we have 60,054 as a population. We're making fairly decent money. 803,467 simoleons. I think that's what they call them in City Skylines, or is that borrowed from Sim City? I don't know. All right. It's a nice 74 degrees. You can't ask for better than that. We don't have much in the way of demand for our residential. Kind of a medium demand going on for commercial, and industry and offices are sitting at a lower demand. So we are in the year 2028 in game time. So last time we had noticed this great tourism specialization, Robin Park, and I really like what's happened there. So I think that that's something that is a nice attraction for the city. And we have expanded this area here called Leisure Heights. And I believe, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Leisure Heights only goes to there. So I think this area, which takes up this space from over here to over here, is a little bit too small. Now, combining leisure here, right next to the ore area, may not be ideal. These poor people here have out their back door or manufacturing going on. So I'm really kind of rethinking my idea here. And if we look, this area here, it's not completely flat. And I think this is kind of the area that I'd like to focus some of that leisure in now in retrospect. So I think I'm going to start a new area over here. A new district, and it's the Chestnut District. That's so nice. This access road is really good, the frontage road along the interstate, and I'm not saying that we can't possibly combine it with this existing area. And, I'm not smart enough to do that ahead of time in the first place. So I think that my naming to Leisure Heights is kind of lame. So I kind of want to look at maybe we just eliminated that Chestnut District altogether, and okay. Alright, so that is that. Alright, I think I like that for this particular, at this particular point. I do believe that this road may end up continuing on. I didn't have to terraform anything for that. Let's do a small road that will just go over here and connect up with the frontage road. That's the nice thing about having a frontage road. You can come in and out of it without affecting the highway. And I kind of like, I couldn't decide on where to put the frontage road entrance, but I think right there is good. I don't know about really needing a suspension bridge for this small bridge, but that's what popped up. I guess I could do it with a regular road and then convert it to this. But that's a nice one-way, high speed for the ore traffic to get stuff to either the cargo harbor over here or down here in the cargo train station. So I'm going to let the simulation run. I have not done that so far today. So let's get that running at a 3 speed and watch some of that development happen. Now at Leisure Heights I'm probably going to rename that, but I will develop some of this down here. I just don't want to put too much down here yet. We're going to need some finish watering that area. Okay, Leisure Heights is all in order there. on the other side of the river here. And we'll go ahead and get some power across the river. And speaking of that, how are we doing on power? Oh, we got plenty of power. Oh, well, yes, water. Need some water. Water. Believe that we started. Oh, we did not. I think we can harness some of the water from the lake over here. We haven't been able to do that yet. So. And get some piping in for that. And something that this eco water pump, sewage treatment, water treatment is something to look at for going forward. And want to start thinking about that. I think I'm going to do one more of these. Place a couple of these, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do this offline to not completely bore everybody with that type of activity. Okay, so here we are. We are just done with getting leisure kind of thinking here. We have Robin Park over here for tourism specialization, and then this will be the new leisure. Now I believe, I'm not certain, but I believe that I might get rid of this. Let me see, hold on a second. Yeah, I put offices up here, so there isn't as much leisure in here as offices don't take on the leisure. So I think what I'm going to do, though, to be honest, is actually change up this office stuff and make it leisure. There we go. Now we'll have leisure on both sides. And wait for demand to kind of catch up with that. Okay, now that we have the leisure done, we need to determine what we're going to do next. Okay, now we've got Leisure Heights built, and I think the next thing we want to do, did a little off-camera work, did a little leveling here. I'm going to build out a community here of some sort. I'm not sure what it's going to be and how it's going to connect. Going to kind of look at that. Maybe a combination of putting in a street with this exit. I don't know. But did some terraforming there, and over here did some beautification and some trees. I think what I'm going to do with this cloverleaf is I'm going to change this up. I talked episode or two ago about maybe combining this highway with this highway. I did some experimentation, didn't work out too well, and But anyway, I thought about combining the highways here and all the connections, and I found when I tried to do it offline, it was just not working out real well. So I think I am going to maybe change this up a little bit. Cloverleafs are very old style. I don't like the spacing with the housing over here in Crestview Heights with this intersection. So I think I've got enough room to just move the highway over slightly and do a diverging diamond. So we'll work on that at some point here in the future. Okay, yeah, I got a little stacking going on here I hadn't noticed before. But anyway, a little beautification there. A little bit of zoning over in this area here. Let's get our orientation back to normal. Oh yes, okay. Lilac Park. I did a little zoning along here, beautification with some trees, trying to make that a little bit nicer. And that's where we're at. But right now, I think it's a good time to go and build the Posh Mall. And I think a really good place for the Posh Mall, well, the really good place for the Posh Mall would have been right over here. I think what I'm going to do, the Posh Mall is a little bigger than footprint than I thought it was. So let's see. Let me change this up just a slight bit. Okay. Posh Mall. Oh yes, this is going to work out well, I think. Might kind of mess up some of the terrain. Okay, this is good. I like that. Okay, I like this already. It's looking good. A couple of trees here. I turned on, before this episode, I turned on the extra landscaping tools mod. And I don't use a lot of mods, but I tell you, that really helps. It kind of enhances the built-in tree building. You have more options for different brushes and more granularity when you use it. So, and let's go over here, and here's case in point. I want a few oak trees, and I just want to place a few single ones. So that's what you do. That Posh Mall is now in business, and we already watered that area. Okay, we looked at the Modern Technology Institute. And I think I want to go ahead and build that guy. And that guy, I think, is a good candidate for right around here. I think we'll develop more of this. I don't know if the Modern Technology Institute, normally that type of place doesn't really have dorm rooms, but I think we will go ahead and make a little bit of housing right next to it. That's convenient anyway. So, alright, that is done. Next up, this wonderful town does not have a post office as of yet. And post office would be a good thing to add to the city. So I think what we'll do that takes care of the Modern Technology Institute and the post office. Happy days are here again. And look at that, we're at 61,442, 61,453, and just kind of moving along here. Let me check statistics. I haven't done this in a while. City statistics. So we've had a couple down times, a couple slumps. I don't know if they were official death waves, but we're going through quite a growth spurt now. So happiness kind of fell. Happiness was down to 82, but now it's way back up. It's almost 89. I guess it's about 88 right now. So that's good. Births, let's get rid of happiness. Births and then deaths, they're down now. And the influx, that's down now too. So we'll probably see a little bit of a decrease in the growth. But it's all good. Okay, and we need to water that post office. Okay, we've got a little bit of demand for office and industrial. And I think a little bit of office in here would be a good idea. Had kind of an odd problem happen over here, and this got dezoned. Alright, is anybody going to the Posh Mall? Doesn't appear to be anybody going to the Posh Mall. Well, alright. Sorry, that is a baseball park. That wasn't what I wanted to build, but could never have too many baseball parks, so let's just go ahead and put a baseball park in for those folks over there. And that's, I think what I was looking for is parking lot park. That's a much better parking lot park. Okay, do we need more than one of those? Okay, we've got quite a backup on this frontage road here. Looks like, almost looks like a light is right there. And that's backing up because everybody's getting off to go over here. And that is just a 2-lane road. I see. That's something that we're going to have to note. It's a terrible intersection right here. This is not the best design in the world. This I need to work on. Alright. From last episode, or episode 11 I think it was, Deer Park is developing nicely. And let me just finish off Deer Park over here. And I think Deer Park is mostly the low residential, low density residential, so we'll just go ahead and finish off Deer Park, and the only thing we could do with Deer Park is maybe do a little bit more out here, but I don't think I want to do that quite yet. I think that's going to do it for now. I appreciate you watching. We're going to try to get, I might do some offline work, just trying to get that population up to 65,000 for the airport. We are moving forward with that. We've got a little bit of demand across the board. I don't use any demand mods or anything, but perhaps we can work on that a little bit. I might, like I said, I might do a little bit offline. So, hey, thanks for watching, and we'll be talking to you soon.